Okay, evening everyone. Welcome to, let's just turn this down. Right, welcome to my Sunday night live Stampin. I hope you're all very, very well. We'll wait for a few people to join before we make a proper start, but hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I am going to show tonight how to make the really popular pinwheel cards. Oh, brilliant, Let. Thank you for tagging Debbie. Hi, Gina. Hi, Janine. Hi, Let. I'm going to show you how to make the pinwheel cards tonight, which are really fun. They look really complicated. They're not. And they're really addictive. So I hope you will enjoy that. If you want to craft along, you need a piece of A4 card, any colour of your choice, and you'll just need a selection of DSP. You'll need a trimmer with a bone folder and just a selection of glues. So I know quite a few people have been making these already. I've got a selection to show you. My daughter Florence is obsessed with these fidget poppers, so she assures me this is a paper version of a fidget popper. Bless her heart. So we'll get started. There's a lot of you on already, and I'll try and go slowly. For tonight, the tutorial will be in centimetres. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as I can. These measurements actually have been cased from Judy Kettlewell over at the Paper Haven. She did a demonstration the other week and I borrowed the measurements. So thank you, Julie, if you are watching, or if anyone else knows that this is Julie's measurement. So let's make a start. I'm just going to move my camera around. Right, my desk is here. I'm just going to bring in my grid paper. Oops. Okay, grid paper. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in case people think, well, what on earth is a pinwheel card? Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're very well. Hi, Lisa. So this is a pinwheel card. The reason being is they look like those lovely pinwheels that you find at the seaside, and in my garden. If you've been in my garden, the girls love them. So the idea is that it folds entirely flat. It fits inside a standard C6 envelope. What a genius. And yeah, it's super fidgety. So that's one. This one I put together using the free celebration papers, the one that goes with the hand penned suite in the main catalogue. And then here we have a little Halloween one for my Halloween fans. I've never ever, in 8 years I've been a demonstrator, fancied any of the Halloween stuff. I've just thought, no, not for me. But this year, look at their little faces. And I love actually that the Halloween papers aren't just for Halloween. So this one is black card. So for this one I've used two different styles of DSP, two different patterns. So you've got the dot and then you've got the leaf. Whereas on this, and also on this one, I've decorated every one of the large panels, okay? Whereas on this one, I've used three different patterns. So I didn't want to cover up these lovely ghosts. So the panels, the smaller panels are with the same DSP all the way through. And then the large panels, we've got two of each, okay? And then just because I was feeling inspired by this card, here's another one. This is using the bloom where you're planted. I haven't put any text on this yet. That's my next job. But yeah, they're really, really addictive. Okay, so hope you've all got your cardstock if you're planning to join me. I am going to use some more free celebration papers tonight. This time we're going to go Christmassy. I'm going to use the Peaceful Prints DSP, and I'm going to start with some Cherry Cobbler cardstock. So to start with, you're going to need your trimmer, and we're going to pop this in our trimmer so that it's portrait in orientation, which means we have the short edge at the top. We're going to line it up at 10.5 centimetres. It's 10.5 centimetres. I'm going to write this down on here. So we've got 10.5 centimetres. Okay. And we're going to cut. Okay. Oh, the trimmer's just fallen apart. Brilliant. That's what you need, isn't it? It might be one of those evenings, girls and guys. Okay. Right. can't have a laugh, what can you? Okay, so you've got 2 pieces. They are equal size now. So we just need one. And the first piece we're going to cut is 10.5 centimetres by 15.5 centimetres. Okay, so we're going to pop this in our trimmer. So we've got the long edge at the top now. Line it up at 15.5 centimetres and cut. Okay, so that is our piece that we need first of all. I'm going to put that to one side. And then we need 3 pieces that are 7.5 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. So the easiest way to do that is to keep this piece in your trimmer like so. Line it up at 7.5 centimetres and cut. You've got one. This piece isn't big enough, so we'll pop that to one side. And then bring in your other long piece, so the second part of the A4 cardstock we cut, start with. Line it up at 7.5 centimetres and cut. That is piece number 2. And again 7.5, and that is piece number 3. Put this piece you've got left over to one side. We don't need that. And then this is what you should have. You should have 3 pieces that are 7.5 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. Put those to one side. We don't need those just yet. And then you have this piece, which is 10.5 by 15.5 centimetres. And this is the piece we're going to work on now. Okay. So let's line this up in our trimmer. So we want to make 4 score lines. This is all in centimetres, and we're going to score at 2, 4, 6 and 8 centimetres. Okay, so nice and simple. I have got matching nails. Don't look too closely, Let, because they need doing. So I'm going to start, because it's a small measurement, I'm going to start over here at 2. The reason I'm not going to start here is because when I close my my guard, it gets covered up. So I always find it easier to go, if it's a small measurement, to start this side. So we're going to score at 2, turn it round, and then we're going to line up over here at 4. Excuse the state of my trimmer. 4, 6 and 8. Okay. We can put our trimmer to one side now because we don't need that for the moment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold all of these score lines and give them a really good press with our bone folder. Just realised I haven't got my lights on. That might be better. Okay. Right, so when you open this back up, the idea is this becomes one of our panels here. Okay, and then this piece here, all these score lines, we're going to fold them round to create our tube. So that becomes the essence of this card. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open it back out, and with the large panel on the left and our score lines on the right, we're going to put glue on this piece here. Okay, and I'm going to use Seal Plus for this. You want something that's quite strong. I wouldn't use a liquid glue for this. I would perhaps use tear and tape, because you want to make sure it's a really strong adhesive. And then you're going to fold it over so that you've got 2 panels this side, and then just fold that one over. So you now have something that looks like that. Okay, no worries, Louise. So now what we need to do is we need to put these pieces on. So we're going to start like this. I'm going to fold that back over, and I'm going to put more tear and tape, more Seal Plus on this panel, and then I'm going to put this one right here. So it's going to go in the opposite direction. So we now have that. And then we're going to fold again, and you're going to do this, keep repeating this until you have got all 4 of your panels on. so. And then the last one we can put on like so. And there we have our Pinwheel card. So how quick and how simple was that? I love it. Let me know if you're crafting along with me. So now what we need to do is we need to decorate it. So we're going to choose some DSP. And I'm just going to decide the ones that I want to use. Just see what we've got in here. I think I am going to go a bit wacky. Should we have them ones? Or that one? Let's go that one. Okay. You thought they were complicated. Think again, Louise. They are not that complicated. So I am going to use this one here as my panel for this section here. Okay. So you're going to need, I'm going to do it like this one, where I've got the same pattern on all 4 of my large sections. So you're going to need 4 pieces that measure 7 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Okay. So let's just put this in here. So we've got 7 and 7. And then turn it to 10. 1, 2. You'll get 3 pieces out of a strip if you're using 12 by 12 DSP. And then we can add this to our panels. So these are really quite straightforward and they are very, very addictive. So I made the first one of these maybe Thursday last week, and this is now my 5th that I have made. Those measurements really stick in your head. I'll pop the measurements on the top of this post when we're finished for anyone who's watching back on replay. It doesn't help that I've just covered the measurements up, does it? Silly me. But you can be as creative as you wish. You can scale the measurements up to make a bigger one. Can you see the other ones? You sure can. I'll show you at the end. Okay, so that is our, I love it, they're so fidgety. Florence was quite addicted to hers last night. Okay, and then you're going to need 4 pieces that are 5 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Okay. So I'm going to cut a strip of this, and just be mindful of the direction of your paper. I'm going to cut a strip that is 10 centimetres now. And then we'll turn it round, line it up at 5. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 4 centimetres, silly me. 5. And then we can put these ones on here. So they really do look fab with any sort of pattern, any theme. They're great for doing with the kids. Florence really, really loved doing these last night. So there is all four pieces done. So then now we just have to decorate. Okay, so I have gone ahead and got some dies already, so I'm going to die cut some of this. I think I'm going to use this die. These are the hippo dies, some of my favourites. If you follow me, you will know how much I love the hippo dies. Let's cut some of those out, shall we? So yes, you can be as creative or not as you wish. So I'm going to cut, I think, 2 of these out. For this one, I've used the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I've got a large panel and then a smaller panel. Okay. Could you include a gift card pocket? What a genius idea, Julie. Yes, you most certainly could. Love that idea. That's a great idea. You could use it as a little photo album. You can make a little mini book out of it. There's so much you could do with these cards. Okay, so let's just do some die cutting. I think we might need to do some stamping. So if you are attending my penguin class this month, we are going to be making a very special penguin class one. Yeah, love the hippo dies. They are really useful. So remember that these papers that I've used here are currently free with a £45 order until the end of September. Lots of nice festive Christmas designs. Well, see, that looks quite nice on there. Now the trick with this, what I found, is that you don't want to put too much dimension on them because it makes them quite chunky. And then obviously it will cost more to post, but it depends what you want to do with it. So let's have one there. Okay. Like so. And then I want not there but there, so I'm going to alternate mine. Like so. And then let's just check and see what's on these papers. Let's see if there's anything we can fussy cut. I think there is, because we love a bit of fussy cutting, or I do anyway. Well, actually, let's do some stamping. Where is what I'm looking for? Merriest moments. Here we go. Let's use this for a little bit of stamping. Okay, feels like a while since I've done some stamping, so I probably should have stamped that first. Let's have Thinking of You this festive season. And I haven't even put that away properly. Let's have that in a lovely garden green to match that nice green paper, shall we? Yes, I'm here. Had to walk the dog. Well done, Elsa. Nice to have you here. Love this sentiment. Look. Perfect. Okay. So now let's try and do something that I would always recommend you don't do. I'm going to try and stamp that on there, which is probably a very, very silly idea. Okay, wish me luck. Shall I do this with my eyes shut? 1, 2, 3, go. Pretty good, pretty good. Well done. I'm saying well done to myself, why not? And then what other ones have we got in here? We've got a lovely Season's Greetings. I will leave for a short while. Let's get a cherry cobbler ink pad now. And where did my white card go? Here is my white card. So let's do a little bit of this. You and your fussy cutting. I know, it's addictive, it's addictive. So guys, I'm going to let you into a little secret. There's quite a few of you on tonight. So I am, every year, Stampin' Up offer an incentive trip to demonstrators whereby you can earn an all expenses paid holiday for you and one other. Well, not all expenses paid, but you get the drift. It's a holiday for you and one other. And I've been a demo for 8 years this year in October, nearly my 8th anniversary. And for the first time ever, I am really, really, really close. Really, really close. That's it, that one's there. I'm going to be asking in the next 2 days for a little bit of help to get me over the finish line. And you can help in the form of placing an order, joining one of my card classes, or ordering from my retired list, which today I did this weekend I've been doing a buy one get one free sale. But from tomorrow you can buy it at 50% off. So keep an eye out for that. I would be so grateful to anyone who can help. Just going to grab a yellow. It would be amazing to earn it for the first time ever. And it's to the Caribbean on a cruise ship. So how cool will that be? Let's just do this with yellow. Love these little bits and bobs. Just do one more on the green. Do I prefer these poinsettia sets or the ones from, hang on, I can't see that what you said, or the ones from the last mini? So I didn't buy the ones in the last mini, which means I probably prefer this one. But yes, so there is a die for this. Let's see where the dies are. Merriest Frames dies. Here we go. Let's cut these out. Oh, how excited. I know, Sandra, isn't it exciting? I'm really, really excited. It sounds really, really cheesy, but I don't want to win it for me. I want to earn it. I don't want to earn it for me. I want to earn it for Darren, my husband, because he is so supportive. And over the years, he's put up with me and my craft stuff, taking over the house, me going out on different craft things at the weekends, and he's with the children. He never moans. He never says anything. He's very, very supportive. So I want to earn it for him as a thank you for putting up with me and my crafting world. And that sounds really, really silly, doesn't it? But hey, that's me. Okay, one more. Where is my washi tape? Just going to see how hot my phone is. It's heating up. Okay. So let's quickly cut these out. And then we will crack on. I'm just using a bit of washi tape so they stay in place. Keep an eye out as well for a couple of extra little competitions coming up towards the end of the month to win lots of nice products. It's nice to be able to give something back, actually. especially this time of year when there's so much lovely stuff around. Let's take all these out now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just want one of those actually, I don't want two. I'll use this set actually later on this week on Wednesday because it's really, really cool how it all works. It's one of those new hybrid sets where you can emboss on the die cuts. So cool. There's one little leaf done. Carefully pull that off. And then here, also a little reminder, I've got my regular Stampin' Natter happening this week. So keep an eye out for that. Lots going on this month. September is very busy. Why do I always manage to make you need a set? I don't know yet. I guess, I don't know. Guess we're just lucky. Let's just peel off this bit of washi tape. Lovely. So we've got our little pieces now which we can add to our card as little embellishments. So let's add our little holly up here. Well, see, that's sweet, isn't it? Look at that. Really simple, but really, really sweet. So let's stick these on. I'm going to use mini glue dots because I don't want the height of our dimensional really. I just want a little bit of height. And I find glue dots do just that. Just what I was thinking. Like so. How cute. I love it. And then let's put some poinsettias on. Let's have a large one down here. I'm going to leave this panel here for when we want to write a little message when we send this card. So let's just put this on here. And then I'm going to put a large one. Do we need a large one? I feel like I do need a large one. I don't know where to put it. Where should we put it? I might actually put it on there. What do we reckon? Because then that's the front of the card, isn't it? Really? Yeah, let's stick that in there, shall we? It was let. The sentiment is in the set as well. I'll show you the sentiment for you so you can see it. So this is the stamp set. Together is the merriest place to be. Season's greetings. Thinking of you this festive season. A joyful Christmas to you and yours, and joy. Love that. So the dies, you get lots of dies, but also, where are the dies? What have I done with them? They're here. This one here actually cuts out from the embossing folder. So it's one of the hybrid ones, meaning that you get lots of little, oh, I could have used that die that comes in it, couldn't I? There's really extra detail in this set. I love it. So have a little Google about that one. So just to recap, this is our pinwheel card tonight that we've made. I focused on the free designer series papers called Peaceful Prints, and I've used the Merriest Moments stamp set to decorate it. So it looks like this. The ones that I made earlier, so the ones that have inspired this card, looks like this. So here is the front of this one. Okay, now obviously this is going the opposite way, isn't it, because we've got the small panel. All you do is you just turn the inner tube up the other way. So this one flicks around like this. This one's also made with celebration papers that go with a hand penned suite in the annual catalogue. We've also got a little Halloween one that looks like this. So these two, I've just used 2 different patterns of DSP, whereas this one I've used 3. So the same pattern is on the smaller panel, but I've just mixed and matched the larger panels, which you can see like this. And then a 4th one, because why not? Here is one that I've made with the Bloom Where You're Planted suite. Haven't turned this into a card yet, I will do. So watch this space. So that's it for me this evening. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I do always give one of my cards away that I make during my Sunday Night Live. So if you fancy winning 2 of these cards that I've made, I'm going to send you 2. Please pop in the comments the phrase yes please. But what I'll do tomorrow night is I'll pop all those names into a draw, and the lucky winner will win 2 of these cards. You'll definitely get this one and one of the other ones that I've made as well. If you have any questions about the products that I've used or the techniques, or you're not sure on how to put it together, please get in touch. Even if you just want to say hi, that's great too. I'll be live again on Wednesday evening at 8:30, and I will show you how this beautiful hybrid set works. So tune in then if you can. If not, you can always catch me on the replay here at any time, or over on my YouTube channel, which I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. So that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great start of your week, and I hope to speak